Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. I am Roohindeep Kaur and today in this session we are going to have a discussion. Now I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to ask you a few questions about it and we're going to understand how to strategize and how to manage school with your entrance exam preparation, not just IPMAT, not just CUCT. If you're preparing for entrance exams, then we're going to have a discussion on that. A very good afternoon, Vanshika. A very good afternoon, um, uh, students. I think everyone. Hi, Vansh. You have been the first one who has been waiting, for this particular session. And very good afternoon to both of you. And before I start, I'm going to give you a little bit information about our ongoing courses. But before that, I would like to, in the meantime, right, please let me know what all exams are you preparing for, in which class you are, and what all are the important board subjects that you're concentrating on right now. So I would want you guys to type that in the chat so that we can have a discussion on the same. Hi, Nitisha Maurya. Nice name. Hi, Nitisha. A very good afternoon. Right. Hello, Vansh. Welcome to the session. And let me know about your class 12th. When I say important, I want to say the subjects that you're most worried about, right? So make sure you tell me that. And guys, today is the last day of our Grand Republic Day fest. So tomorrow is 73rd Republic Day for India. We're giving you flat 25% off on all our live classes and mock test for IPMAT, SET, DUJAT, NCHMJ, etc. If you use the code NATION25, right? So if you're going to enroll for any of the courses and today you enroll and use the code NATION25, you're going to get flat 25% off. And another information about the students who are preparing for entrance exams, Alpa ma'am is giving you special free classes live at 12:30 from Monday to Friday. Critical reasoning, grammar, reading comprehension. If you have like problem in any of those, if you want to know how to get better at them, Alpa ma'am is there for you. She's going to help you with the same. And the students who are preparing for CUCT, and if you have problems in understanding what types of questions will be there, how the exam is going to get patterned, we give you live classes, full length mock test, sectional test, practice questions in our CUCT 2022 A Champions course. So feel free to take the free trial today, enroll for the same, and if you enroll today, you can use the code NATION25 to get flat 25% off. Um, the course for NPAT, Symbiosis, IPU, Indraprasth University, Christ University, St. Xavier's. This course is called BBA Rankers course. Live classes, mock tests, sectional tests, practice quizzes. You can take free trial. You can enroll for the same. If you have any queries regarding this, feel free to contact us on the number given below and have a word with our counselors. And this is our batch 3 for a very successful ongoing score booster course for IPM and DUJAT. Guys, it just launched on 18th of January. That means we're just in initial phase of the classes. You can take a free trial for the same. And I want to see what all are the important subjects for you, which subjects in your class 12th you guys are worried the most about, and then we're going to compare it with the entrance exam so that we try to understand how can we do both, prepare for entrance exams and prepare for our boards and get good marks in both of them. Okay, I want everyone to make sure that they are typing in the chat, because that is how I'll be able to interact with you guys and not just tell me my experience, right? Currently in class 12th commerce, preparing for IPMAT, recently joined BYJU'S. Nice. I completed my 12th, focusing on 12th and entrance both. So Vanshika, that is something, very good way of telling कि okay ma'am 12th I'm already doing the preparation and right now I'm working on both. So kind of it is a balancing game. आप जगल कर रहे हो, है ना? You are juggling between both of them. बोर्ड्स के सब्जेक्ट्स थोड़े से डिफरेंट हैं, एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के सब्जेक्ट्स थोड़े से डिफरेंट हैं. हाउ डू आई वर्क फॉर बोथ ऑफ them? Because there are 24 hours. I do not have like separate 24 hours for entrance and separate for my boards. That means I have to work for both of them. Accounts, eco, business, math, English, nice. Okay, ma'am, BB entrance exam form fee is so high. How can we specify the exam to fill with full okay, once you're saying that because you have different entrance exams and the fees is so high, that which all exams that should definitely be given. That is probably your question, right? So that you secure a seat in those colleges. Okay, so one of the exams that you can go for is CUCET, because it is giving you choices for 54 central universities, right? Then I would want you to do one thing. Just list down each and every entrance exam that you're going to appear for. I would want you to know the level of difficulty. We have done plethora of videos on that. You can refer to that particular aspect, and then understand which is the university you want to get into. The less choices you have, it is kind of a gamble, I would say that. But the less choices you have, the more concentrated information, or the more concentrated hard work you're going to put into those entrance exams. So that in that view, you can take a look for that. Okay, CUCT is one of the entrance exams that you must give. Accounts, business studies, eco, applied maths. Okay, Harshita. So, first things first, I want to tell you guys that it actually depends on the entrance exam whether your board scores are important or not, right? So, if I'm talking about, university like DUJAT, they give weightage to the 12th marks ka score. That is very important, right? So, you need to have good score in your class 12. So, it is important because by any chance after your degree you want to get into IIM, go for CAT exam, your 12th mark score are going to have weightage over there as well. So paying attention to your class 12th is very important, as it is the base of lot many things that you're going to learn in college. Okay, you might have heard this कि okay ये तो आपने स्कूल में सीखा था, you don't even remember those things, but that is when you are grasping the concepts of whatever you're going to learn in the college. So 12th class ka boards jo hai, it is important not only for the score but also for the conceptual learning for whatever you're going to learn in your future, right? So that being said, ma'am, CUCT will happen. Absolutely, Sneha, absolutely. I even did a video for that जिसमें मैंने आपको syllabus बताया है. ठीक है मैम, if we start now, can I do goods in CT? We're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss that, so be a little patient. So Vanshika has a question that as a non-math student, I only face problem in quants. Okay, so we're going to discuss that as well. So the first thing I've said that it is important to pay attention to your class 12th, right? You're going to, even if you're from commerce or humanities or science background, you may be asked questions from your 12th class stream. Now, if you're preparing for IPMAT, you're going to go to personal interview. Even if you are from science background, do not think that they cannot ask you questions from that particular field. So your class 12th physics, they might ask you questions from that, right? So if you are a student from humanities, you might have chosen a particular subject from which they can ask you questions. So if you're preparing for IPMAT or CUCT or any entrance exams, not paying attention to what has happened in class 12th may have severe consequences, right? Are they considering only 12th board, or they consolidate both 11th and 12th? Chaitanya, is that a question with respect to CUCT? Because there is no clarification for the 12th class ka score for CUCT. It is tentative that 50% weightage will be given to the 12th class score. Okay, it is tentative. So when I say tentative, we are still waiting for the official notification. Okay, so it is important. 12th, that being said, you cannot At the same time, ignore your entrance exams, because you have to work on your current affairs, you have to work on your vocabulary simultaneously, you have to work on something like LR, which is relatively very fresh concept. It was not taught to you in the school. However, the basics of whatever you have learned till class 12th or 10th, okay, to be very specific, are being asked in LR and QA, you know. So they are going to judge your calculation speed, your understanding ability, your grammar, your reading skill, your knowledge about English, and your day-to-day knowledge about what is happening around you. So a university which is offering you a good course would want a student to be as good as it can be, because they are also going to work on you. They would want the best of the students to come to their university so that you guys can perform better, right? So that means simultaneously आपको entrance exams के लिए भी prepare करना है. So several entrance exam have a weightage for class 12th, as I discussed earlier. ठीक है? So that means you are going to get, a composite score. A composite score is something which includes your 12th marks ka score as well, 12th class ka score as well, along with your entrance exam. Not in every entrance exam that is going to happen, but in few it is going to happen. So इक्वल अटेंशन डजंट मीन दैट ओके मैंने 2 घंटा बोर्ड्स का तैयारी करा, 2 घंटा मुझे एंट्रेंस एग्जाम का तैयारी. नो, इक्वल अटेंशन मीन्स यू कैन नॉट डिस्कार्ड वन ऑफ इट. ठीक है, ओके मैम टुडे आई वांटेड टू डू अकाउंट्स का 1 चैप्टर, ठीक है, बट यू कैन नॉट निग्लेक्ट योर वोकैबुलरी वर्ड्स, यू कैन नॉट निग्लेक्ट योर जर्नल अवेयरनेस, राइट? सो इक्वल अटेंशन मीन्स multitasking for both the things. So how can you pay equal attention? First of all, understand what all are the things which are left to prepare. Okay, ma'am, I have boards exam, right? So these all chapters are left to prepare, so you have to multitask for everything. If boards are near, it is obvious that you are going to give a bit more attention to your 12th class boards. Fine, it doesn't mean you're not going to, okay ma'am, I'm going to work for my boards now, अब ये 1 महीना मैं entrance exam के लिए नहीं पढ़ूंगा. That would be wrong. That is why I want to say that you have to pay equal attention, but equal attention doesn't necessarily mean the amount of hours given is, which is equivalent. So that is not something I want to say here. Equal attention का मतलब ये है that if your boards are near, you're giving extra time to your boards के subjects, like you want to make sure that your economics chapters are covered twice, right? That means you have to pay extra attention, but at the same time you cannot neglect your entrance exam. And how can we give attention to the entrance exam? I'm going to help you with priority fixation. Okay, if I have a chapter of a certain 12th class boards that need specific attention, instead of doing 1 hour of learning quantitative aptitude, I could limit myself to do at least 10 questions so that I am not forgetting whatever I have learned. Okay, so that being said, let us start with how can you pay the equal attention. Now 12th class is important, right? So in future, even your 12th class score are going to be asked, whether it is interviews, whether it is after your degree entrance test, they might ask you that okay, what is your 12th class score, like weightage of admission process of IIM for MBA. If you want to attempt CAT in future, they are going to pay attention to your 12th, so they are going to consider your 12th class score. So that means it is important. Okay, some of the colleges only admitted, give admissions on the basis of 12th class score. So that is why, you have to pay attention to that. And some of them do not care about your 12th class score. But that means it depends solely on our opportunities and choices that we are making. Now, it is, for a fact that you need to pay equal attention, but that doesn't really, as I said, equal attention doesn't mean 1:1 dividing time. It means that you should pay as much attention. Now, when I say the word attention, like I could be a person from science background. I have few, topic of physics that I need to learn, right? At the same time, my maths also requires, revision. I need revision. So what I can do is, if maths is going to be asked in class 12th boards, I can simultaneously work on my IPMAT syllabus. Okay, ma'am, can I, I'm going to try a few question on, let us say, coordinate geometry, for example, right? Or some other chapter. So I'm going to look for IPMAT numericals as well. Okay, because it is killing two birds with one stone, right? So if you're preparing for both of them, right? Now you're in commerce, you wanted to, probably go for economics ka revision. At the same time, journal awareness ka economics ka revision should be done. So don't just say, okay, I'm revising this particular chapter for boards. Try to understand if it is important for entrance exam and do both of the things, right? That is multitasking. Fine. So that means you have to go for both of the things at the same time, right? One way to look at it is that it refers to clubbing of tasks of the same nature. I'm going to go and solve questions based on maths, right? Uh, After I am done with maths, let me find a chapter of QA in my entrance exam and solve like 20 or 10 questions based on that. Because your brain is already involved into mathematics, you're going to get a deeper, understanding of that particular chapter. That can help you. But at the same time, if you're preparing for your English, that is, part of your class 12th, try to solve a RC. That is going to help you not only for your boards but also for your entrance exam. If you're doing grammar, okay, that is also done for your, entrance exam. So it is not just one thing, it is both of the things that you're preparing. That is multitasking. That is something that you can do. And sometimes I am a student, ma'am, I do not have maths. The entrance exam that I'm going to give does not involve 11th and 12th ka maths. So how am I supposed to go for QA? Again, limit yourself to number of questions rather than number of hours that you're paying attention. So a lot many students ask me, ma'am, अगर मैं 4 घंटे study करूँगा, if I study for 2 hours, is that enough? That is a question which has so many different answers, and it solely depends on your understanding and your speed of solving questions. You could be a person from humanities who want to, appear for CUCT. That is something you want to do. You have LR, you have verbal ability, you have QA, you have current affairs. Okay, but at the same time you have different subjects in your class 12. Fine. So instead of thinking about कि अच्छा मुझे 6 घंटे बोर्ड्स के लिए पढ़ना है और 4 घंटे मुझे क्या करना है एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स के लिए पढ़ना है, don't do that. Try to kind of like, okay, today morning I am going to start my day with vocab exercise. I'm going to start my day by learning 10 new words or revising 20 previous words that I've already learned. Okay, so that is going to take around 20 to 30 minutes. That is going to take around 20 to 30 minutes, right? So that is going to happen. But however, what you can do is afterwards you can continue with your boards preparation, right? 4 hours, let us say you studied for your different subjects. And then now while you're doing your lunch, you can prepare for your GK or current affairs. Okay, hardly take 20 to 30 minutes to revise whatever you have learned earlier. Okay, ma'am, I did current affairs of December. You probably will give yourself a task for the next 4 days. That in the next 4 days, what am I going to do? Today I'm going to do 1st to 7 December ka current affairs. Second day I'm going to do 8 to 14, and then so on. So giving yourself a task for weekly current affairs. That is something is multitasking. You're not letting your boards come in way of your revision of your entrance exams. Ma'am, what about difficult topics like QA? Vanshika, you were the one I think who said, ma'am, I face problem in quants. Now, it could be helpful. A lot many students ask me कि मैम quants को कैसे करें? ठीक है? It takes time to understand a topic. So, if you're preparing for your boards, just do one thing. If you're not learning new concepts in QA, revise what you have already done. ठीक है वंशिका, you are a non-math student. ठीक है, you have already completed percentage, you have already completed ratios, you have already completed average. So one day for percentage you are going to solve like 20 questions. Next day on ratios you are going to solve 20 questions. Next day you are going to solve 20 questions on average. ठीक है, time, speed, distance, you're going to solve 20 questions. So if you have learned them already, keep on revising them so that you do not forget. Studies show that if you do not practice your questions, okay, or your concepts in a due time, if you're not revising them, you keep forgetting them. Okay, you again need to start from scratch for these things. Ma'am, my maths was not so good. Can I clear? Hitesh, honestly, in GIPMAT, they're not going to ask you very difficult level of maths question. So if I talk about IPMAT, there are three IPMATs that are going to happen. One is for Indore, one is for Rohtak, and then there is JIPMAT. Okay, so the first one is for Indore, second one is for IIM Rohtak, third one is for Bodh Gaya, Ranchi, Jammu, okay, things like that. So for the Indore part, you have higher maths. Okay. However, the level of maths that is being asked in Rohtak and JIP math is not as similar to the Indore wala math. If your maths is not good and you're going for each and every entrance exam, what you can do is at least do one thing. Take one chapter, for example, whatever, the first thing first, right? Syllabus is something which is very important. So index banao, okay? There is a way of solving things, and that is called index mapping. Index mapping is a specific way of revising and understanding your level of ability and from where you start. Index mapping. My first thing is percentage, ratios, average. These are easier topics, right, Hitesh? These are easier. Now you start with these, your calculation is increasing. Now from calculation calculation is now increased. Now try to solve question based on time, speed, distance, which are formula based but require calculation with higher speed. Okay, then you can go for your CISI, okay, that is simple interest, compound interest. Then you can move to the much higher level of maths. Now the question was, ma'am, my maths is not good, can I clear? Yes, you can. Okay, given the fact that you need to have solved at least, okay, each and every chapters, like you understood the concept of a certain chapter, you solved few questions based on it, then you practiced it again. ठीक है, आपने उसको दोबारा से प्रैक्टिस करा. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में क्या है? इट इज फॉर्मूलाज. Agreed. So these formulas is your concept. How to apply these formulas is your concept. Solving questions based on these type of topics is practice. Concept plus practice, and now revising it again, and then start giving mocks. ठीक है? So when you start giving mocks, you know कि जब आपको क्लब करके दिए जाते हैं बहुत सारे टॉपिक, अब आपको एलआर भी पूछा जाएगा, अब आपको वर्बल एबिलिटी भी पूछा जाएगा, अब आपको क्यूए भी पूछा जाएगा. नाउ व्हेन ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर क्लब्ड एंड आपको एक सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम दिया जाता है, हाउ can you solve and what is your level? Like in 1 hour or 2 hours, how many questions can you solve? Let us say you can only solve 50 questions in the first mock. Understand why the rest of the questions were not solved. Is it because your concept is not strong? Is it because your particular speed is not working? Is it that you cannot understand the question? So whatever the reason is, work on that, and whatever questions you could not solve, reattempt them. That is the way. But trust me, Hitesh, there are a lot many students who have appeared for IPMAT and JIPMAT, Rohtak and Jammu, okay, who were non-math student and have cleared the exam. So multitasking, as I discussed with you, is that you were preparing for your boards, whether it is economics, whether you are doing maths, whether you're preparing for English, whether you're preparing for some other subject. But at the same time, if you keep on revising what you have learned till now, okay, you will be able to multitask and revise both things. You could be a person who has just started, you could be a person who has just started. So, how can you multitask? Again, the same thing that I was explaining to Hitesh. List down the syllabus, find out the easy topics, try to solve those topics. तो अगर आप हर रोज अपने बोर्ड की प्रिपरेशन के साथ यू नो 20 to 30 minutes to your English, 20 to 30 minutes to your current affairs, journal awareness, and then 10 questions of LR, 10 to 20 questions of QA. If you're doing that, that means you are in touch with your entrance exam and preparation. Okay, you're in touch with your entrance exam preparation. And one thing that I would like to add in here is you're not alone. You are not alone. Every student of class 12th is going through this dilemma कि क्या boards important है, क्या entrance exam important है. So you're not the only one who is feeling confused right now, but you have a strategy ahead of you and you can start working on that. क्या वो एक दिन में ही schedule हो जाएगा? No. You need to work on it every day. Some days you might not get time to work on your entrance exam at all. Do not feel guilty about it. Okay, try to give like you wanted to learn 10 words today, but you could not, you could not give 20 to 30 minutes to your vocabulary. What you can do is, take 5 words, or 5 days, let us say. Take 5 days, and instead of learning 10 new words daily, try to do 12 words for the next 5 days, so that you are, kind of increasing your number of words in a day, but at the same time, doing whatever you wanted to do a day earlier. Okay, Alicia has a doubt. Ma'am, I'm facing problem in logical and current affairs. Alicia, the first thing and the foremost thing, current affairs is something that is fact based, that is memory based. You need to make sure that you're mind mapping these things. Mind map means you need to understand the basics. And Alicia, Salik sir, Rabia ma'am, they are giving you free sessions every day. Okay? Not only at YouTube channel, but also at the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. So make sure you're taking those free sessions, because by listening, you also remember a lot many things. Okay, so make sure you do that. You're preparing for from January and confused about current affairs from which month? Acha, once there are two ways. So the first way is starting from April 2021. A lot many students, start from April 2021 because you have just started. So what I would want you to do is from April to next 3 months, go for important current affairs, whatever big events were there. Okay? So if you're preparing for IPMAT, for CUCET, for all these entrance exam, so जिस दिन एग्जाम हो रहा है, जिस मंथ में एग्जाम हो रहा है, उसके प्रीवियस 8 months जो है, they are very important. उसके previous 8 months are very important. But from April 2021, you should be able to find out, okay, now this is a major event that happened. This is the time when Delta, variant of COVID was found. This is the time when Omicron was found. How many cases? So major events. This is the time when some cricket tournament happened or some tennis tournament had happened. So that is important, right? But the 8 months prior to whatever date your exam ka is, that is super important. I hope that makes that helps you. Plus, once the same thing that I told Alicia, feel free to please join these free sessions that our GK teachers are creating for you, because when an expert tells you कि ये important है from exam point of view, they have their experience talking, they have seen those questions coming to exam, so they will be the best person to help you with that. Ma'am, like current affairs of the past year is enough from Hindu editorial, because in the end I have to do Hindu Baki awards. That is, see, it doesn't really matter that you're going for The Hindu or Indian Express or Times of India. What matters is you are, taking care of whatever important event have happened, right? For current affairs. For static GK, like you have already said that, ma'am, awards and everything, okay, that is going to be helpful, right? So yes, Alicia, that is a yes from my side. It is enough, because current affairs is something that never becomes enough, है ना? Okay, so multitasking, as we discussed, another way to look for this is that if you're not, right now you're not in mood of going for full in for your economic studies, or you probably had a tuition शाम को, लेकिन वो कैंसिल हो गया, तो in that point of time you can prepare for your entrance exam. So that could be helpful. Priority fixation. What should you prioritize? At several point of time, you'll be like, oh, I wanted to solve 10 questions of QA from this topic, but at the same time, you want to study for your test. Probably that is going to happen at your tuition, or probably you wanted to prepare for your boards exam. What are you going to prioritize? Entrance exam के 10 क्वेश्चन, या फिर वो पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर जो बोर्ड्स में आने वाला है? इट डिपेंड्स कि कौन सा इवेंट क्लोजर है. मेरा टेस्ट कल है, मुझे टेस्ट के लिए पहले प्रिपेयर करना है, ठीक है. मेरे बोर्ड्स एग्जाम पास में है, तो वो प्रायोरिटी है. बट एट द सेम टाइम कई बार क्या हो जाता है कि मैम, आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दिस हायर मैथमेटिक्स का चैप्टर, ठीक है, बट देन आई रियलाइज्ड कि CUCT तो IPMAT से पहले होगा. कैन आई वेट फॉर दैट? ऑफ कोर्स. So it depends on what is important for you at that point of time, right? So this is something जो सिर्फ आपकी situation पे ही depend कर सकता है. मैम, I have a situation right now, sudden test आ गया है, I have to revise for that, और I gave a test yesterday and मुझे स्कोर पता चले हैं अपने स्कूल के टेस्ट के, and I've realized that I am missing out on so many important information, and I need to revise for that particular chapter. Yes, that is a priority. You should be solving that chapter's question for your boards rather than solving logical reasoning questions. ठीक है, that is a priority. ठीक है मैम, I want to make sure that my current affairs for December are done and dusted. ठीक है, can my board exam का ये revision wait? If you have that priority at that period of time, yes. So priority rather than wasting time कि अच्छा मैं बोर्ड्स के लिए तैयारी करूं, या अच्छा क्या मैं एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के लिए तैयारी करूं, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड कि कौन सी चीज पास में है, कौन सी चीज का टेस्ट पहले होगा, उस टास्क को खत्म करो. तो दैट इज प्रायोरिटी फिक्सेशन. मैम, 8 months करंट अफेयर मंथली पढ़ू या वीकली पढ़ू? वंश, इट एक्चुअली डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट योर लर्निंग स्टाइल इज. ठीक है, इफ यू आस्क मी, ठीक है, इफ आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट, मैं अपने आप को एक टाइम रेंज देती. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको एक एग्जांपल दिया कि अच्छा मुझे 4 दिन में क्या करना है, दिसंबर का फिनिश करना है करंट अफेयर्स, तो आई एम गोइंग टू डू वीकली. लाइक फर्स्ट वीक का एक दिन कर लिया, देन नेक्स्ट वीक, देन थर्ड, देन फोर्थ. So because I'm doing it weekly, I am linking these things already, and by the time I read the fourth one, मैं fifth day क्या करती, पूरे का पूरा month का revision करती. So that is my way of doing the things. ठीक है, ट्रस्ट मी, मैं ये सिर्फ एक एग्जाम्पल है कि 5 दिन में 1 महीने का पढ़ो. ठीक है, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर स्पीड. यू कुड टेक 7 days, यू कुड टेक 10 days, ठीक है, बट नॉट लर्निंग द फैक्ट्स. ठीक है, उससे बेटर है कि आप 4 दिन एक्स्ट्रा लेके फैक्ट्स लर्न कर लो, 4 दिन एक्स्ट्रा लेके अपने करंट अफेयर्स रिवाइज कर लो, rather than thinking के अरे यार मैम ने तो मुझे बोला था 3 दिन में 10-10 दिन के करंट अफेयर्स खत्म करो. I could be a person who cannot remember these many facts in one day. I might want to give myself an extra day. Do not feel guilty. Just give yourself that extra day. Okay? Okay. Ma'am, as you said in your previous video, to prepare current affairs from IS magazine Drishti. I did not say that. I think that was probably Rabia ma'am. Okay. But yes, you can choose anything, yaar. Internet is full of these things. You get daily videos, Alicia. Okay. Even Byju's Exam Prep or other YouTube channels. You get so many websites जहाँ पे आप daily current affairs का update देख सकते हो. You get so many websites which give you weekly capsule of current affairs. You get so many websites that give you monthly capsule. Okay, so it depends on your way of understanding. I'm going to repeat this. Please let this sink in. You could be a person who can remember a month's current affairs in a day, or you could be a person who can only remember a week's current affair in a day. So there is no comparison. There is no comparison. Take that extra time you require. Ma'am, but 24 घंटा ही है मेरे पास. Agreed, but you have to find the time. You might want to sleep 1 hour less. ठीक है? You might want to simultaneously listen to news while you're eating. ठीक है? That depends on whatever your style of learning is. ठीक है? Yeah, perfect. Then if it works for you, Alicia, do not let anyone tell you that it is wrong. Okay, but at the same time, that being said, current affairs is a very vast subject. Not everything is going to be asked in your exam. Okay, if that works out for you, do it, work for it, learn it, right? So priority fixation is situational. It only depends on, like Alicia just said, ma'am, क्या मैं ये करूँ या ये करूँ? That is your priority fixation. Now in your case, Alicia, priority would be जहाँ से ज़्यादा जल्दी learn होता है, ज़्यादा जल्दी समझ में आता है, ज़्यादा जल्दी समझ में आता है. So give priority to that event. ठीक है? So that would be your way of priority fixation. ठीक है? Put your best possible efforts, because this is undoubtedly one of the most important phases of your career. This is the deciding factor in which college you're going to get in, what course you're going to choose in, what is the peer group that is going to be around you for the next at least 3 years. ठीक है? Managing time is a crucial skill, and trust me, ये जो एक लाइन लिखी है ना, managing time is a crucial skill. And you can never, trust me, never learn enough about managing time. Fine, you could be a person who is right now very good at managing time. मैम हाँ, मैं तो वॉक पे भी चला जाता हूँ, साइमल्टेनियसली मैं पॉडकास्ट भी सुन लेता हूँ, आई एम वर्किंग ऑन माई करंट अफेयर्स एज वेल, बट यू कुड बी अ पर्सन हु इज जस्ट जगलिंग इनफ टाइम. ठीक है? तो कभी भी लर्निंग जो है खत्म नहीं होती टाइम मैनेजमेंट की, एंड टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज द की. सो आई कुड बी अ पर्सन जिसने बोर्ड्स का रिवीजन एक बार ही कंप्लीट कर लिया है. आई कुड बी अ पर्सन जिसने 2 बार ही कंप्लीट कर लिया है. सो इफ यू आर अ पर्सन जिसने एक बार ही रिपीट करा है, यू हैव द सेकेंड रिविजन लेफ्ट, दैट इज योर प्रायोरिटी राइट नाउ. ठीक है? यू कुड बी अ पर्सन जिसने 2 बार ही रिवाइज कर लिया है. नाउ यू हैव टाइम to give sample papers for each and every board exam, simultaneously giving your mock test or preparing for entrance exam. It actually depends on your learning speed. And trust me, learning never stops. Even if you clear an entrance exam, even if you get into IIM, even if you get your dream college, it is not going to stop. Do let me know if you have like any specific query regarding anything. Okay, because at the last I have decided that I'm going to help you with whatever queries you're dealing with. I hope whatever questions you asked, I was able to help you with them. Right? And okay, at 4 p.m. every day at Byju's Exam Prep app, I'm giving you special free sessions for LR. Okay, feel free to join them. Feel free to come and practice with me. We're going to discuss, topics, and same is done by Salik sir daily at 2 p.m. Okay, so this is on Byju's Exam Prep app. So feel free to join him for the special free sessions. And Ankur Tomar sir gives you practice questions, concept clarity daily at 11 a.m. for QA. people who are struggling with QA, this guy has decades of experience. Please make sure that you're going to him, you're asking him questions, you're telling him what your problem is. He'll be there to help you. ठीक है, एक बारी जाके practice करना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. I with Rabia ma'am, Salik sir, ठीक है, Vinod sir and Ankur Tomar sir are going to help you to reach your dream college. Ma'am, which teacher? I did. I am the one who teaches logical reasoning, Alicia. Okay, every day at 4, I'm going to help you with that. So feel free to come and join these special free sessions at 4. Okay, BYJU'S Exam Prep app pe. If you have not done it already, download it. Okay, and we solve questions, we learn concepts. A lot many students come with their queries. We help them with the same. So feel free to do that. And any other questions that you guys need to, get answered, you have any dilemma or another thing that you want to get cleared, feel free to ask me right now. Vansh, 8 months ka current affairs, monthly, weekly, I hope that is clear. Anything else that I can help you with? Okay, so that is it then. Let's call it a day here at YouTube, but I am going to meet you at the BYJU'S Exam Prep app in like 2 hours. So come there, we're going to solve questions based on seating arrangement, ask your queries. If you have any doubt, if you have any problem in the concept, just be there. We're going to help you with that. And I'm going to meet you guys soon. Okay. Ma'am, from starting up, padhaoge concept and how to attend. Alicia, the classes are already going on, right? So for BBA, okay, whether you're preparing for due jats, BOSs or whatever, we have these monthly sessions. हम पूरा week एक concept को dedicate करते हैं. Sometimes, जैसे right now what are we doing is we have already taught you the concept in December, and right now we are in the practicing phase. But if you're a student who will come and attend that session, but while you guys are practicing and if you have any doubt, you can just ask me because it is a live class, okay, where I'll be giving you questions and you'll be solving them in front of me, with me. And then you can ask me, okay, ma'am, this is something I do not understand, and I'll be helping you with that. So sometimes it is the practice session, sometimes it is learning the concept session. I hope that answers your query. Okay. So that the same thing happens with QA, the same thing happens with journal awareness, verbal ability. So you learn the concept and you then practice the questions. Okay. Okay. I hope that answered your query. Fine. So I hope today's session was helpful for you guys, and I'm going to meet you guys soon. Till then, please take care of yourself. Bye bye.